I like to come out here some mornings when it's nice outside and not super hot and drink my coffee out on our little patio thing. This is the back side of our house. Cars are right there. Studio is right there. I don't do it every morning just because in Tennessee sometimes it's really humid when you get up. I just don't feel like sitting out in the humidity. But today, not too bad. As I get older, I realize I'm the type of person that likes to sit on the porch and drink coffee in the morning. I'm basically an 80-year-old man. Today, we're going to go over 5 things that I do in Ableton that makes my life way easier. When you're running tracks and making tracks, a lot of the times you want shortcuts and you want things to take you less time to actually do. And these 5 tips will help. They help me, so I'm hoping that they will help you get Ableton sessions done faster and more efficient and just make it a better, more enjoyable process because, let's face it, who actually enjoys making Ableton sessions by themselves in their bedroom? I sure don't, so I'm thinking that I'm not alone in this. Maybe I am, and I just need to stop being a baby. That's what this video is about, so if you want to know more about that, then keep watching. And if not, then keep watching anyway. I'm just about done with this coffee, so let's go inside and start talking about Ableton. It's also getting kind of warm outside, and it's probably a good time to go inside, so let's do that. We came inside just in time because now it's like 90 degrees outside and humid, so good timing. All right, so we're at the desk, and again, like I said, we're gonna go over 5 things that I do to make my Ableton sessions and my whole Ableton experience a lot easier, faster, and just more enjoyable. Or as enjoyable as it could be. I honestly have to be in a mood to make Ableton sessions, and there's a lot of times where I'm not in that mood, especially if I do like a conference or something like I just got back from, which if you haven't seen that video, link will be up there. I actually forgot tom legs, and I talked to you about what my solution was for those tom legs. So if you want to, again, link will be up there for that video. With that, let's get into it. First tip is going to be start with a template. This can look however you want. I have my own personal templates for live stuff, studio stuff, and everything else that I would ever use Ableton for. And the biggest benefit for having a template is so that it gives you a starting place. It gets the basic layout of your session put together so you don't have to do this every single time. So for me, what my session typically looks like is I'll have cues, click tracks, and drum tracks already put in, or spots for those to be dragged and dropped, because I know every session is gonna need those 3 things, and then I can just drag in the tracks and add whatever I need to that session, and I'm not wasting time adding things that are always gonna be needed for live events. Number 2 is going to be when you have your tracks and everything, have them organized in Ableton so that you can access them quickly. For me, I just do it really simply. I have a folder with the song, and then within that folder I have the different stems that are used in that song. Having the folders that the songs are in clearly labeled and easy to understand helps you quickly identify them and drag them into the session, saving you a bunch of time. So have your tracks organized in folders. That leads me to my 3rd point, which is going to be within that folder, have within the title of it, have the name of the song, have the original key of what those tracks are in, and have the original BPM. That way, if you have to transpose something, you know where you're starting from, and then the BPM, so that you can map and tell Ableton, hey, this song is at 95 BPMs, and this next song is going to be at 140 or whatever. So you're not having to figure that stuff out every time you need to drag songs into a set. And sites like Multitracks or Lip Community do this for you already, which is great, but if you're taking tracks that aren't from those websites, I really recommend putting the original key that the song is in or the tracks are in, and the BPM of that song. It just saves a lot of headache in the long run. Number 4 is going to be something that I do within my Ableton sets, and I actually just recently started doing, and I love doing it, and that is grouping my songs and my stems within my Ableton session. Once the stems are in my timeline, I'll go ahead and highlight all of the stems and group them together and then label that group whatever that song is. The shortcut to doing this is just Command G, and that'll put them all in a group. And that really helps, especially if you have 3 or 4 songs, because if you do, and if you've ever been in this situation, you know that you could get 50, 60 different tracks within a session and you don't know where one song starts and one song ends. And grouping these tracks just helps eliminate that guesswork, and it allows you to navigate through your Ableton session a lot quicker and a lot faster. Grouping also allows you to route things a lot faster and a lot more efficient. Instead of going to each individual track saying that I want these tracks to go out of outputs 3 and 4, I can just go ahead and group those guys and send that group to output 3 and 4. That way you have one volume that you can change at an instant, and if you need to change the outputs from 3 and 4 to 1 and 2 or whatever you're doing, you can just do that with one click of a button. And if you want to change the volumes of each individual stem, you still have that option, just opening the group and then going down to the stem and dragging whatever, like BGV or whatever is too loud or too quiet, up or down. Overall, you have that group to control that volume quickly and efficiently. Number 5 is going to be use locators within each song of your Ableton set, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to easily identify what sections are what within the song. So for rehearsals, if you want to hit verse 2 again or whatever, you can just scroll over, find where the locator says verse 2, click on it and start from there. Or if you want to custom arrange your tracks or add a second chorus or a second outro or whatever you want to do, you can find that section, highlight it, and duplicate that, making all of the on-the-fly editing a lot faster and a lot easier to do. That's all I have for you guys. Super short and easy video. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button down below. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all the new videos I post on this channel 3 times a week. And if you'd be interested in checking this template out more, leave a comment down below and I'll figure out a way to send it to you. I think I'm actually gonna put it on my website here in a bit, so be on the lookout for that. And when I do, I will let you guys know. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. I'm gonna use the iPad. I had this propped up for notes and stuff like that.